Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you aboard flight number 427 to Coffee City. Doors are closed and we are doing our final preparations for departure. As we begin taxiing, our flight attendants will go over the safety procedures for the aircraft. During the flight, please keep your seatbelts fastened until the light is turned off. Winds aloft should provide us with a rather short trip. In the meantime, please enjoy the in-flight movie, and I'd like to thank you for flying Coffee House Airways. We will be in the air shortly.
Hey, happy Monday, everybody. Welcome aboard Coffee House Airlines. We are heading to beautiful Denver, Colorado, and then we're going to fly west of there to see if we can locate the Red Rocks Amphitheatre. So the last couple times we've flown, we have had some hard times finding some of our POIs because they're just not in there. I went into the simulator today and I typed in Red Rock, and I did it a couple different ways, and I can't find pretty much anything. That's in Arizona, so yeah, we're just going to have to find this one on our own today, guys, which is cool because I don't mind a challenge. So we're going to take off out of Denver International Airport, an airport I have frequented a number of times, flying out to do drone work in California. I usually do a layover in Denver, and it's a pretty nice airport. There's a nice little pizza shop in there if anyone flies through Denver that is pretty good. It's oven-fired pizza, and gotta say, not mad about it when I get to go through there. And then the other thing about Denver is they have some really cool quarter and third scale model airplanes that are hanging in the ceiling everywhere. So cool. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the coffee house. Again, good to be here. Hope you guys are having a happy Monday. So I did the took the liberty of doing a little bit of research on Red Rock, and as you can see here, let me find my mouse cursor, there we go. Red Rock is east of, or west of Denver, about 26 minutes or so by car, and then south of Golden, Colorado. So I'm hoping that we can find our way there based on the direction. We're taking off at the airport just over this direction, flying to Denver as a POI, and then, or as a reference point, and then kind of heading down till we get to the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. So I also took the liberty of pulling up Red Rock just to look a little bit at what Red Rocks is. It's an amphitheater. It's an outdoor facility. And as we go through the history of Red Rocks, and I'm actually going to pull my other monitor up here because I can't read that through Streamlabs. It's way too tiny. So I want to start doing some history and a little bit of, oh, hey, Brian, Mr. Ambitious Johnson. Thanks so much for liking my stream today. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like and follow button, guys, if you're new here. So Red Rocks is 6,400 feet above sea level. It is a naturally occurring, the most naturally occurring amphitheater in the world. Sting, the Beatles, U2, and many other artists have played there. This was started by a man in the 30s, and I think the project was finished up and opened. Yes, here's some fast facts. It opened up in 1941, seats about 9,500 people. Elevation is 6,450 feet off sea level. So, yeah, pretty cool. It was designated a national landmark in 2015. So the difference in elevation from the stage to the top row is 100 feet. That's kind of cool. Number of steps, 193, and 2.5 miles of seating. Pretty amazing place if you think about it. So when my wife had a birthday about 2 years ago, one of her best friends lives in Denver. Hey, what's up, DDA? How's it going? And so I sent her and our daughter out there for a short week trip, or long weekend trip, I guess, 4 or 5 days, and they got to go see this place in person and said it was absolutely incredible. So let's get back to the flying, and then in a little while, I also pulled up. We've been flying the Pipistrel Virus SW-121, and so we're going to talk about that airplane here in a little bit as well. That looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, I didn't get to go on that one, DDA. I actually stayed home, and the girls got to go for my wife's birthday. We have 4 dogs, and I'm sure you guys have heard them barking in the back of stream. So yeah, we have 4 puppy dogs, and can't really leave them to go on trips altogether. So hey, that has a Rotax in it too. Yes, it does. I believe it's a 912, and I think there's even an option for a turbo version. But we're going to get into that in just a little bit. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take off in our airplane and see if we can fly to this location. We had one stored in our hangar for Wings of Aid at my previous work. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, it seems like, I'll tell you, if it flies anything in real life the way that it flies in the game, it's the simulator. It's, yeah, pretty incredible. Hey, thanks for liking my stream, Michelle. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you're on Facebook Gaming, everybody. Stick Mix on Twitch, social commands, puppies at 70 pounds. Yes, most of our puppies are, actually all of our puppies are 65 to 70 pounds at the lowest, and over, I think max R1 pit bull is about 85. It's a silly tiny plane though. Yeah, but I gotta be honest, DDA, from some of the specs I was looking up on this plane, it has glider towing capabilities, optional speed brakes, it cruises at 147 knots, and at cruise you're still at like 4.5 gallons an hour, and I used to think the Taylorcraft was great because, you know, we were doing, I think on cruise in the Cirrus, if I remember right, we're at like 13 to 15 gallons an hour. So, hey, thanks for liking the stream, Rudiger. I appreciate it. Welcome back, everyone. So, let's go ahead and change our weather, because I am not flying at nighttime. We all know how that works out. Let's get this down to the daytime here. 8:30 in the AM, so we got the sun at our backs, not shining in our face as we're taking off heading west. We're gonna go, we got live weather, so we got a few clouds up ahead, it's looking like. Very nice. And let's go ahead and do our pre-flight check of our aircraft and make sure we're all set up. Let's make sure our GPS has the course plugged in here. Yep, we got our course plugged in on GPS. We'll go ahead and zoom back in to our GPS map here so we can see where we're going. We're going to be departing on runway 26 using taxiway Echo Echo R Romeo 9. Contact tower on 133.3 when ready. Hey, Rudiger, can't stay for long. Have fun and don't crash. 100 stars, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much, Rudiger. You're amazing. I appreciate it. I love you, bro. I hope you're having a great day. Sorry you can't hang out for long, but that's okay because we will be back again tonight. All right, let's go ahead and get this bird in the air then. We're going to check our parking brakes. Okay, parking brakes are off. Let's go ahead and set a notch of flaps. Check that on the outside of the aircraft just to make sure those are on. We're good. Let's go ahead and make that a short pre-flight and get this bird in the air so Rudiger actually gets to watch a little bit of the flying portion of the stream. Here we go, guys. I'm going to track my package for my flight yoke today and see when that's going to be arriving. I'm really excited for that as well. Let's roll this bird up off the ground, shall we? We shall. I'll tell you, this is a beautiful little airplane. One of the things that I found out about this when I was researching is it is a Slovenian design, and they have dealers in America as well. And the price tag, oh boy, I'm veering left a little. We must have a little bit of a crosswind on takeoff. We'll blame it on that. So the Pipistrel virus in real life costs about $120,000 for the standard model, so it is a little more expensive than what I expected it to be, but its capabilities are incredible. It's extremely efficient on fuel. It is really high cruise speed. When we used to fly the Taylorcraft, we would get 4 to 5 gallons an hour at about 90 miles per hour.
November 42257 Echo, continue for west departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Copy that, ATC. I guess we'll try to keep in contact. We're going to acknowledge that indication.
Denver Tower Coffee House, November 42257 Echo, continue for west departure.
Copy that, and we're going to get onto our course here and converge on course. We're going to start a nice climbing turn as we leave the Denver International Airport airspace, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, thanks for putting those stars in the chats, DDA. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Let's go ahead. I probably should have cleaned up my flaps by now, but we'll clean those up here and get the airplane trimmed for climb. We're just gonna let her climb on through to, I don't know, probably 7,000.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo for touch and go.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo Denver Tower. Enter left traffic runway 26. Altimeter 29.9 to wind 261 at 7.
Oh, hey, Jerry Ann Bentley. I just saw your comment. I'm so sorry I didn't see that earlier. Welcome. Hey, Jose Herrera has liked the stream. Thanks so much, Jose. Good to see you from Mexico. Jerry Ann Bentley, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We actually, they went to Red Rock about 2 years ago on her birthday. And, yeah, they went and had an amazing time. They really liked it a lot. And I'm hoping to get to go there myself someday. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. All right, we are converging on course, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get back into the cockpit here. We got something beeping at me. It's probably my GPS. So one of the things I'm going to actually start learning here, guys, is I'm going to go to some YouTube tutorials. And because when I learned to fly, we did not have a cockpit that had GPS and all that stuff in it. We had literally just standard gauges like this: airspeed indicator, altimeter. We didn't have any of this fancy stuff.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo. Did you copy?
Yes, ATC, you're super
Fly
right.
left downwind runway 26 Coffee House, November 42257 Echo.
Copy that. Cancel landing intentions. I don't want to land.
Denver
To
Tower,
Denver
Coffee House,
on
November
ATIS.
42257 Echo. Cancel landing intention.
0 Zulu. Flight 261 at 7. Visibility 7. Sky condition: few clouds at 1,000 feet. Temperature 4. Dew point 13. Altimeter 29.902. ILS runway 25 and ILS runway 26 in use. Landing and departing runway 25 and runway 26. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have India.
All right, guys, we're flying to our first waypoint over the city of Denver. We'll do a nice little circle around the city.
Visibility 7. Sky condition: few clouds at 1,000 feet. Temperature 4.
Coming up on Denver here, so we'll fly around the Mile High City, and then we will head off to look for Red Rock. All right, guys, let's cancel that weather there because we're good. We don't need to hear any more of that. Hey, what's up, Adam Drain? You should grab a slightly quicker plane and fly over the Air Force Academy. I'm assuming you're talking about the one down in Colorado Springs, right? And if you are, I got a cool story about that. I sat in a Starbucks. I was doing some drone work outside of Denver, and I sat in a Starbucks right at the edge of the Rockies, overlooking that Air Force base, and they were doing glider tows for practice out through in the mountains, and it was doggone amazing. All right, we got Denver straight ahead, guys. Look at this beautiful landscape. I'm really hoping we can find Red Rock. I think that's going to be really nice. But in the meantime, we're just doing a nice little cruise out through the countryside here. Enjoy our flight on the way to Denver. Everybody lift your cups and take a sip, ladies and gentlemen. It is lunchtime live. My grandfather was stationed at NORAD, and I used to go and sit and watch gliders for hours. Oh my gosh, it was so peaceful. Hey, Benham, how's it going? Nice to see you, sir. Yeah, it was really peaceful, Adam. I sat there with my cup of coffee, and I was working on just dumping footage off the cards from the drone shoot and just enjoying the scenery. I ended up sitting there for a couple hours because it was just amazing. It was super relaxing. All right, look at this. We got the Mile High City straight up ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we'll go to see some nice sights as we fly around there. And then head off to try... Hey, thanks for the notify command, Venom. I appreciate that. And has fought for 2 days. Let's go. We're looking for a nice POI called Red Rock Amphitheatre. and it was a place that my daughter and my wife got to go visit a couple years ago. My wife's friend lives right in Denver, so they got to stay there and have a nice little trip. Just mom and daughter. I stayed home and held down the fort and took care of the puppy dogs while they were away. If anyone needs to stop at Lowe's for a few things, I'm sure there's some right down there. Rush, hey, thanks for the nice view, Captain. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I've got a couple different camera views and options we can use here while we're streaming. So I try to have a little bit of fun with that. And I'm actually going to build my own, I'm actually going to build a cockpit here with a full dash panel, and I got my flight yoke coming this week. I am super, super excited about all of that. So stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, everybody. We do this every single day, 2 times a day. Sometimes we race Forza on lunch break, but my wife, we have dogs, as I was mentioning, and our oldest dog, got very sick the other day. So my wife had to take today, and hey, thanks so much, Russ, for liking the stream. Welcome to the coffee house. Lift your cups, everybody, and welcome our new... I don't know what we're going to call you. What do we call our new friends here? Coffee house connoisseurs, I guess. I'm a connoisseur. We'll go with that. Oh, and Rush has followed right through with a follow. Thanks so much. We do this every day, and I am so happy. Well, every day during the week. I am so happy to be making friends with everybody, and it's really good to have you on board. All right, so we're coming up on Denver, Colorado here. We did a nice little tour. If you guys want to check out some of our other streams, we've been touring points of interest now. I've only been flying Microsoft for about a week. I just got this simulator recently. And one of the points of interest we did the other day was the CN Tower in Toronto. One of our followers, Mark, asked if we could fly his hometown. So we did just that. So that's another thing we're going to start doing is we're going to start getting everybody to... I've already started measuring up the attic. Yes, sir. Let's go. That's awesome, dude. So I'm going to pull up a YouTube channel after we get done flying here. There's a guy who... his YouTube channel is called Home Sim Pilot, and he has an absolutely amazing home simulator that he built with 3 55-inch 4K TVs. Who has total wraparound, throttle quadrants, working dash, all navigation panels, all working. It's incredible. I actually talked to him the other day and asked if I could share his stream or his channel on my stream, and he gave me his blessing. So I'm going to pull his YouTube channel up in a little bit. So it looks like this is Mile High Stadium down here, just off the nose. I'm assuming this is either... Oh, that looks like a baseball stadium. Does anybody know what stadium, what baseball team? I don't know baseball very well. I know the Denver Broncos, which that might be right up above my nose there. I don't remember what Colorado's baseball team is. Is it the Denver Rockies? No, that's a basketball team. I don't know sports very well. There's only so much time in life for things, and so I don't have time to do it all. Maybe it says on the sign. Who knows? The Rockies. Okay, I was right. Or the Colorado Rockies, or whatever they're called. Look at that baseball field. That's doggone beautiful.
500.
All right, so it's yelling at us for 500. Yeah, it says the Rockies right there on the sign. Look at that. How realistic is that, guys? Get a good look at Denver here, and then we'll head off to the southwest and see what we can see to find Red Rock Amphitheatre.
500.
Toronto was doggone beautiful. I really enjoyed flying over Toronto the other day. Look at that. That's amazing, guys. Every time I've been to Denver, I didn't get to do any. I didn't get to actually spend any time in Denver itself. My wife and my daughter got to go do some really cool sightseeing around Denver when they were out there. All right, let's go ahead and turn back on course. Hey, Mark, what's going on? We were just talking about you, talking about our little trip around Toronto. Right under us is the Rockies baseball stadium. We're touring around Denver right now. I'm assuming this is Mile High Stadium up here for the home of the Broncos. We'll drop in here real quick just to see what we got. That has to be it. Ooh, there's a roller coaster park right over here. Maybe that's like Six Flags or something. I'm still doing the edits on some of the highlight videos, Mark, so I will get that in there hopefully today or tomorrow. We had our dog got sick over the weekend, and we thought initially that she had a stroke, but it doesn't look like that's the case because she's eating and drinking and she's doing okay otherwise, but she's dizzy and she falls down. So we're thinking she ended up with what's called vestibular disease, which is basically the dog version of what humans get when they get vertigo. So that's why Michelle isn't with me today on stream, because she's taking care of our puppy right now. I have to carry her outside to go to the bathroom because she gets kind of wobbly, and so she's doing better today though, so we're going to give her a few days. Most of the research we did on YouTube said it takes 4 to 5 days and then it'll pass. So it kind of was a crazy weekend for us, so I'm a little behind on my edits. However, it is coming for sure. I want to see the Grand Canyon. DDA, I actually did a Grand Canyon flight just the other day. I think it was day 6. So go back and check that out. And I'm also going to be doing, as I was just telling Mark, we're going to be putting up some highlights as soon as I can get the time to get the edits finished. All right, so we got the foothills of the Rockies right over here. I do know that there was what was called Big Bear Lake over at the, and I'm assuming that's it right here, and Red Rock Amphitheatre should be right in here somewhere. So we're going to take a peek over here and see what we can see. I'm hoping I'll get really lucky and this will be it right there. There was a lake just to the south of it. I'm assuming that was it on the map when I did our pre-flight. Tony Keller, Mark Burgess, thanks guys for liking the stream. I love you guys. I'm so happy to see everybody here. And Wit Pilot has followed on Twitch. Thanks a lot, Wit Pilot. Welcome to the coffee house. Everyone lift your cups. Welcome, Wit Pilot. Wow, I'm already running low on coffee, guys. I'm going to have to get a refill. Yeah, this has to be Red Rocks based on... It was not a POI in the game. I'm really kind of shocked. And there was a lake just to the southeast of that location. Hey, Bob McCarthy, let's go. How's it going? Glad to see you back. Can you fly gliders in Microsoft Flight Simulator and do thermal flying? I don't think so yet. It is right next to a speedway. Morning. Hey, Tony, how's it going? That has to be it. Maybe we'll see the speedway there too, Adam. Let's check this out. We got to reset our heading indicator. Press D, all right? Get our heading indicator done. Get our altimeter set at 2.992. Let's take a look out the window. I love this plane, guys. Like, I'm not kidding you. There's a strong chance if I get back in the air someday to fly real planes, I could want one of these. This is a beautiful airplane. Alright, let's give ourselves a bit of vertical speed is definitely going down. Let's give ourselves some nose up trim here. There we go. Alright, we are coming up on Red Rocks. This has got to be it, guys. Let's climb a little bit here so we can make sure we have a high enough AGL. I tried sitting in one and it was not going to happen. Really, are they that small? It was too tiny for you. You're too tall. Darn! In real life, you'll never fit. Oh, that's disheartening. I guess I might have to look for something else then. That's okay, though, because I didn't have a spare 120,000 laying around to buy one of these anyhow. The Taylorcraft, you can get a nice flying Taylorcraft for about, and yes, this is classified as light sport, which would be super nice. Alright, this has got to be Red Rocks. It has to be. If I could figure out, the mouse is backwards from the way it should be working, so sorry for the camera going everywhere. Alright, let's go ahead and drop. Let's drop in over top of this here and see what we can see. This has got to be it. Let's get our nose up just a little bit, get ourselves into that white arc, and drop ourselves a notch of flaps. Yeah, right there it is, guys. This has to be it. I think we found it. Wow, this was much easier to find than Area 51, I gotta say. And a nice little flight over here from Denver International, so that was fun too. Alright, we're in the white arc. Let's drop a notch of flaps. 500 feet AGL, and let's just take a little tour around Red Rocks. Ah, there's the actual amphitheater right there. That's the stage, and that's what it looked like from the picture. Look at that, guys. Wouldn't that be the most incredible thing in the entire world, to go sit there and listen to a concert? Can you imagine seeing the Beatles live in concert in this location, ladies and gentlemen? Wouldn't that have been amazing? Alright, let's go ahead and circle our camera around here and just get some nice circular pattern going around the Red Rocks Amphitheater. And hopefully not crash into the side of a mountain while we're doing it. I didn't get to go on the trip with the girls, but at least I get to see it right up close and personal this way. I have not seen them yet, only caught him in this. He tried a lot already. Have you flown any other aircraft? You tried any of the jet-powered yet? Yes, I tried the Airbus once, Venom, and I was able to do the takeoff beautifully. My landing wasn't quite as beautiful, but I did get it on the ground and saved the passengers, so... yeah, I haven't done a ton of that yet. I'm kind of just doing POI flying right now, which is why I'm doing this little single engine, so we can get right down on the deck with POIs like Taj Mahal and this little thing here. Oh, we're stalling, guys. We got to get a little power into this thing here as we try to fly right down the seating arrangement. Oh, and we crashed. There it is. All right, let's do it again. Anything you can walk away from. Yes. So, you know what they say? They say any landing you can walk away from is a good one. Any landing where you can reuse the airplane the next day is a great one. Oh my. All right, so we know where Red Rock is now, and we got the city of Denver. Fly a Kit Fox. Yeah, I was talking to you, I think, the other day. A friend of mine, Trent Palmer, has a really nice red, white, and blue Kit Fox called he calls it the Freedom Fox. And you should buy that whenever you get back to flying. Yeah, I had thought about it. It looks pretty cool. But my friend, his dad actually had built and flew a real, flew a full-scale Kit Fox as well. And absolutely loved it. All right, so we're going to change something here. We're going to go back to the main menu and take off down there so we can actually see this place. Yeah, Trent's a really great pilot. Great drone pilot, great airplane pilot. I love watching his stuff, especially when they do those bush landings and all that stuff down in... All right, here's the city of Denver, and Red Rock was right over here. So let's just use this guy as a departure since he's close. And let's change our weather to daytime again. Actually, let's do like a sunset over the mountains. That'll be kind of nice. Let's do a golden hour flight right here at Red Rock. Is it possible to respawn mid-flight? I don't think so, but because I know that we were right here in Denver and that Red Rock was right over there, we can spawn on that guy who's close, and we should be literally right over top of it here. Hopefully, anyway. I need some more coffee, gentlemen. I had a long, long weekend. I'm sorry I'm not my energetic self today. Saturday night was when the dog got us up in the middle of the night, and I had went to bed at 1:30 in the morning after we streamed that night at Taj Mahal and all that stuff. And then I was back up at 4 with the puppy dog. And then, oh my, we are 21,000 feet in the air. That must have been an airliner that we spawned on, guys. Oh my goodness, are you joking me? That was probably not the best place to spawn. I'm just saying. Alright, so Red Rock has to be at that lake right over there, and we got a lot of altitude to lose. That was not the right place to spawn. Let's get this bird up to VNE here and see if we can get ourselves over there right quickly. I hit the like, follow, share for this amazing stream. Oh, hit the like, follow, share. Thanks so much, Mark. You're amazing. I appreciate that. Love the kind words, definitely. Apparently you can. Yes, you can definitely spawn mid-flight on somebody. This may take a little further. I didn't realize that guy was out there that far. This may take longer than what I did from Denver. All right, yeah, we gotta rethink that, guys. That'll take us all day in that airplane. I'd love to start flying faster airplanes for some of this stuff so I could get to where I need to go, but the problem is once you get there, it's really difficult to let's do a custom departure right there. There we go. It's really difficult to do the POI stuff and fly around. Maybe you can use your foot pedals from racing here as rudder pedals. I looked into that, actually. My foot pedals for the rudders will be here in a couple days, but I looked into using the racing pedals, and the problem with that is they aren't linked up the same inside, and so you got to download some special program, I think, off of GitHub and all that in order to make it actually work at all, and I guess it's still not super good, so I just figured I'd wait for the good ones. And yes, and no toe braking when you're coming in either. Yes, exactly. So, a little bit of a problem when you get onto the runway and you can't stop. Alright, let's try this. Hopefully this will get us a little bit better, and I won't crash this time. Fly a Cessna 208 Caravan. I've worked on those a lot at my previous job. Yeah, like I said, for doing some longer trips, that would probably be a great airplane to fly, but the problem is I can't get down on the deck and fly 50 feet off the ground in one of those. So, yeah. Alright, let's find where we're going here. Let's find where Denver is on the map. Did I spawn in the wrong place again? No, so there's Denver International. And then here is the... Alright, so we want to go right down here. Wow, look at that sunrise over the mountains, ladies and gentlemen. We have to get ourselves a little more light. There's Red Rocks right over there in the corner. We'll figure this out, I promise. Alright, let's head back over there and not crash into the side of the mountain this time, shall we? I gotta shoot off, dude. Catch you later, maybe. Yes, I will be on tonight, Venom. About 7:30 to 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time I should be getting on. And, yeah, have a great flight. Thank you so much. Sorry I crashed. I was hoping to do a little bit more POI around Red Rock, but we'll get it in the highlight reel. Have an awesome day, sir. I appreciate it. All right, let's have another go at this, ladies and gentlemen. If you take Route 70 out into the Rockies out here, there's a Starbucks right out in the mountains out here that I've stopped at a number of times when I did some drone work out here, and it was really nice. Wow, look at this. Right at the foothills of the Rockies. So nice. I really wish I'd have had an airplane out there whenever I was out there rather than a car. Okay, we have hit our location again. We're going to try to do a little bit bigger circles this time and not crash into the side of the seating area. Hey, Paul Jennings is like the stream. How's it going, Paul? We're out here over southwest of Denver, Colorado, and at a place that my wife and my daughter got to go visit a couple years ago called Red Rock Amphitheatre. And there it is right off to the left side. Hope you're having an awesome Monday, Paul. I'll try to give you a call today if I can get a chance. Our dog got sick over the weekend, so it's been a little bit of a crazy weekend, but I will try to touch base with you and get some coffee with you real soon. What is the Technum? I'm unfamiliar. Wow, look at this. That's beautiful. I crashed a minute ago, Paul, so we had to fly again because I was a little too low and I hit the side of the seating area down here.
500.
All right, let's drop a notch of flaps here. Slow our flight down a little bit. Hopefully we can skirt right down over that seating area one more time without crashing this time. You'll have to fill me in. What is the Technum? Hey, Rick Dale. How's it going, sir? Hopefully you're having a happy Monday. I'm touring out around Red Rocks Amphitheatre, a place that my wife and daughter got to go on my wife's birthday a few years ago. I'm going to do it again if I'm not careful. All right, let's just buzz right down through there with a straight-on view so I can make sure not to crash into the seating this time. Look at that. An outdoor concert venue played by the likes of the Beatles and U2. Oh, that's a Pipistrel. Yeah, okay. Technum is another airplane. Gotcha. I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah, this is the SW-121. Pipistrel is a Slovenian aircraft. And like I said, from everything that I've gotten to know about this airplane, it flies pretty good. Both are trash in my opinion. Okay, I'm glad to hear a different opinion. What is your opinion of this airplane and why? I'll save myself the 118 grand and I won't buy one if you think it's garbage. There we go. It's a little better lighting on from the east.
500.
So there we are, guys. Finding POIs that aren't even listed in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I can't believe Red Rock Amphitheatre was not listed as a POI in here. I have pictures of Michaela sitting up in these big rocks and stuff out there, and she really enjoyed going here. They also got to go to the Denver Zoo when they were out there, which was cool. Hey, what's up, Matthew Burtwhistle? How's it going today? Happy Monday. We're touring around Red Rock Amphitheatre, the best acoustic and natural sound of any natural amphitheater in the whole world. Played by U2 and the Beatles, to name a couple. I'm doing really well. I am doing okay, just in a bit of pain. I fell down my staircase today and didn't do bad, just a lot of pain. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear. That doesn't sound like fun at all.
500. 500.
Well, there you go, guys. The Red Rock Amphitheatre in beautiful Colorado, southwest of Denver, about 26 minutes by car. Yeah, I hope you get well soon, Matthew. That does not sound like fun at all. All right, we'll get one last look at Red Rock here. As we crash into a rock, and we will depart somewhere else now. That's the exact same thing I did last time. I have such a sideways view that I can't see. So, Adam Drain, if you're still here. Hey, what's up, Samuel Mendez? Hello, I am here. Yes! I'm glad you're here, Samuel. Hope you're having a great day today. We're flying around Red Rock in Colorado, and now we're going to head down south a little bit to see the USAF Colorado Air Force Base, where they haul gliders. I'm doing well, Samuel. How about yourself? I find both the Pipistrel and the Tecnam airplanes hideous. Why? I need a little more than that, Paul. What's bad about them? Go into a little more detail for me. I actually think that it looks kind of nice. And the way it flies on the simulator, I gotta say, is incredible. 4.5 gallons an hour burn at 130 knot cruise. Like, that's pretty good specs. They are ugly, but they fly okay. Well, I don't know. I thought it was kind of nice. Let's go back to the computer screen for a minute. This is the website for the SW-121, and I gotta be honest, I didn't hate this airplane. It has spins and night VFR approved. It's got a Rotax 912, and so the gas fuel burn is really efficient. It has glider tow capabilities. Like, look at that, guys. I mean, that's pretty amazing. I don't know. .35-foot wingspan, 35.10. A Taylorcraft Piper Cub J3 are right about that 35-foot wingspan as well. So size-wise of the aircraft, it's about the same size as a normal two-seater, you know. I don't know, guys. The specs on this looks pretty good. Except for the fact that it costs about, huge. That's the same size as a Cub. Come on, DDA. 35 foot compared to the tiny bubble. Okay, well, but the tiny bubble on that thing is kind of nice because you can see everywhere. This here, on the other hand, though, is the problem for me. When you go to the configurator and you start looking at some of the stuff, and when you start adding, you know, and it has constant speed prop capability, ballistic shoot like a Cirrus, air brakes. I don't know. But standard without all this stuff, 118,000. Oh, that's a little steep. That's a little steep for me. I can buy a beautiful Taylorcraft for about 15,000. And I can fly still about 100 cruise depending on the propeller that I have, and Taylorcrafts are super easy to maintain and they're a lot of fun to fly. So, and they're still, if you pull back power to a nice, you know, just under cruise, you're still only burning 4.5 gallons an hour on one of those. So, I don't know. All right, let's go take off at the USAF field and see if we can see any gliders being towed around down here. I doubt we will, but you know. It looks like a glider in real life. Yeah, it might be a different perspective in real life. But that's okay. Each person is allowed their own opinion, and each person... Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, they say, guys. So, like, one person may look at an airplane and go, wow, that's gorgeous, and someone else go, ugh, that's hideous, I hate it. So, you never know. I didn't find it too bad. However, maybe seeing one in real life could change my mind. Why does it always default to nighttime? It is not nighttime. Okay, we got to get back out here to... There we go. Let's just go with live weather right now. All right. Man, Paul's got me all nervous now. I'm not going to fly the Pipistrel SW-121 anymore because he hates it. He's going to not watch my stream because I'm flying a hideous airplane. Okay, hold short runway 34 Charlie, using taxiway across 34 left. And departure on runway 34 center. Okay, well, we are definitely not on the runway, but we've taxied out and are holding short. Paul just said that, so I'd call him on the phone today. Be like, what the heck, Paul? Why don't you like the airplane, bro? Coffee House, November 42257 Echo. Requesting permission for departure, runway 34 center. 57 Echo, departing, runway 34 center. Oh, I can't wait to get these rudder pedals. Gonna be so much better. Wow, this is a nice runway out here. You could land a 757 in this guy. Look at this. I love the nav panels in this plane, and I do like the way that you can see out. The low cut of the doors right here is really nice for visibility. The only thing else I would have loved to have seen is glass floors. That would have been pretty amazing. I don't know how much there's going to be to see down here. But we'll fly up into the Rockies over here and see what we can see.
Academy Tower, Coffee House, November 42257 Echo to land.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo, Academy Tower. High left traffic, runway 34 center. Altimeter 29.9er, 261 at 7.
But hey, DDA, weren't you the one just asking about flying gliders in this game? I think this is the perfect plane for you. See, I gotcha.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo, acknowledge last transmission.
Yes, I acknowledge last transmission.
Make left downwind runway 34 center, Coffee House, November 42257 Echo.
We're exploring the glider tow area for the USAF Air Force Base down here in Colorado Springs. A nice little emergency landing spot right there if we needed. Gotta always be looking for stuff like that as a pilot. Alright guys, I'm not normally adventurous when it comes to my life, but let's be a little adventurous. Let's fly out into the mountains here and see if we can keep ourselves in the air. Some of the most dangerous flying can be out in conditions like this, from what I've heard from other pilots. Elevation changes and all that stuff with the ridges can really get you if you're not careful. You get some sink out in the mountains out there, and just some, you know, the wind that can kind of swirl up around those mountain peaks like that. I guess it's definitely a challenge. Paul, you probably know a little bit more about that. I'm sure you've flown in some conditions like this. Ooh, I wonder what that is off my right wingtip right there. Oh, it just looks like a house out there in the middle of the woods. That's amazing. Can you imagine that? Yeah, this type of flying would be amazing, and it's beautiful, but I gotta be honest, guys, if you ever lost an engine out here, you would be in big trouble, because there is not a lot of places to ditch an airplane in this type of terrain. I mean, I guess if I had to, right under there on the edge of that brake wall here, I would probably land right along there. Let's try that. Let's see what would happen if we lost our engine right here. Let's see if we could set up a nice traffic pattern and land right on the top of there. Just keep our nose down, keep our airspeed up. I think that's one of the biggest things that I've heard, too, about people who end up in a situation is they hold their nose up and they lose their altitude, or they lose their airspeed, and they can't maintain good speed for turning to a landing approach. Let's honk this guy around here and see if we can't pop in a landing. Okay, we definitely made that runway. Look at that. Wow. I have to be ready for the brakes, though, because I turned in for my final a lot quicker than I should have. Wow, that was close, guys. Good thing I got good brakes on this little bird. I could have probably sent that out around the end a little bit further, but... Trees, yeah, right? Get on them brakes. Alright, well, I guess... ditching out in the wilderness isn't as hard as I thought it would be, but still... If you were out there in the middle of the mountains, you would have a big problem because you're not doing anything but going down in the trees. Alright, let's get this bird in the air, shall we? And it crashed me in the water, of course. I haven't had much luck today. I've had some silly things crashing me today. Alright, where are we going next, guys? I got about 15 more minutes, and we can see one more location. I could redo the Grand Canyon DDA since you didn't get to see it. Let's go to the Glen Canyon Bullfrog Basin at Glen Canyon. There we go. That'll work. Set as departure and fly. Would like to thank everybody for hanging out with me today on a lunchtime live. Getting a little bit of flying in today. I am going to go back to editing videos and get ready for tonight's flight. I'm going to see what we can see tonight. I don't know where we're going to go yet tonight, but I will figure that out and do our pre-flight as we load in. Oh, here's something I wanted to show you guys real quick. Make sure you take the time to go check this guy out, because I promised him I would drop a mention. This guy's YouTube channel is called Home Sim Pilot. His name is Josh, and he built a Cessna. His original build was a Cessna. Let me skip this ad here, guys. It was a Cessna cockpit, and he's got three 55-inch 4K television screens. So when he's sitting inside of here, you can see a full view. It is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. So when I saw this the other day when I was looking up some different simulator things, he does X-Plane and he does some YouTube, but look at this dash panel. That's all working gauges that work with Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane. He's got a nice flight yoke there. I think that one was discontinued, he mentioned in one of his builds videos. But all his switch panels, his throttle quadrant, TPM, flaps, navigation is all legitimately working. And what an amazing setup. He built this all from scratch, all himself. His nav panel is actually a monitor. Those are the rudder pedals I bought, and mainly because it looked like he really liked them. And then he has the butt kicker subwoofer thing, so that when he takes off, you can actually feel it in the chair. Like, what a super nice setup. So yeah, definitely go check out Josh over at Home Sim Pilot. But watch this. This is so cool. We're going to look at just a couple minutes of his takeoff here. And then he also uses Pilot Edge and some other softwares, so he has actual real people to talk to for air traffic control. I was listening to one of his videos. He is actually I know he's a private pilot and might even be a commercial with an instrument. And I think he said he was a flight instructor at one point. And I think he quit flying for a while. And now he's got back into doing some sim stuff just to get himself back in the air and have some fun with it. So he's got quite the channel. But like, look at this simulator, guys. Are you kidding me? We'll fast forward a little bit here. You got to look at this night view. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I mean, can you imagine sitting in your apartment with that as a simulator, guys? So doggone cool. So his newest video, he actually changed his cockpit around from a Cessna layout to a multi-engine airplane. Hey, what's up, Michelle? How's it going? Hope the puppy is out there doing well. So he just put a video up for the first time. I actually commented and he chatted with me a little bit and actually came and watched my stream. So Josh, if you're watching, thanks so much for coming over and checking us out. His new video that he just put up, he did an entire... let's skip these ads here. He did an entire new throttle quadrant and has a new twin engine situation. Yeah, see, there's a little bit of how he builds his dash panels and stuff for his instruments. Really just amazing ingenuity. Look at that, guys. So cool. All working gauges. That's amazing. I'm going to need to have that. So really fun. He does the whole drive into the airport, gets in the plane, does a little dance, taxis right out of the hangar in a nice twin engine. Look at this. And then he got some bezels right here that he put on the edges of where the monitors come together so that it kind of takes away the just the bars that you see on the sides. But yeah, that's going to happen here at the coffee house, guys. But yeah, you can see his new throttle quadrants and all that stuff for flying twin engine with prop adjustment, mixture controls, and all that good stuff. So pretty amazing to see. What a cool hobby and what a cool guy. So there's a little push for Josh's YouTube channel, Home Sim Pilot. All right, let's go to the Grand Canyon DDA. Let's get some ATC and announce my taxi.
07 Traffic Coffee House, November 42257 Echo is
And let's
taxiing to runway 19er.
get it to daytime where we can actually see what the heck we're looking at the Grand Canyon, shall we? Yes, we shall. All right, DDA, the Grand Canyon, just for you. Coffee House, November 42257 Echo, departing on runway 19. If I can keep my tail straight.
Uniform 07 Traffic Coffee House, November 42257 Echo is taxiing to runway 19er. Uniform 07 Traffic Coffee House, November 42257 Echo taking off runway 19er left touch and go. Uniform 07 Traffic Coffee House, November 42257 Echo 1 mile south 4,600 feet inbound touch and go left traffic runway 19er.
All right, DDA, let's go see what we can see, shall we? Hey, Joe Nelson Santana, thanks for sharing my stream. Welcome to the coffee house. We are just flying over Glen Canyon, took off from Bullfrog Basin. We're gonna go check out the Grand Canyon and the Glen Canyon Dam. That's a nice little landing area if we had an engine out. Look at that, guys. Alright, DDA, we should be approaching Glen Canyon Dam momentarily. Look at that water. I'm so blown away still by this game. Every day that I play this game, I just cannot believe how incredible it looks. Matthew Stephen Anderson, this is what I come into. Right, we're doing a little inverted flying over the Grand Canyon today, Matthew. We were just up at Red Rock's Amphitheatre as our point of interest in just southwest of Denver, Colorado, right at the foothills of the Rockies. And DDA, my friend from the Netherlands here, did not get to see us fly in the Grand Canyon the other day. So I figured as we're flying down to the Glen Canyon Dam, I would do at least a little bit of fun inverted flying to keep things interesting. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a Red Bull air race pilot right here. Part of the Blue Angels flying team in my little Virus SW-121 here. I went from training to this in like a week. Oh, thanks so much. I'm trying. I know, right? Do some nice slow rolls while we're at it. Our airspeed back up here. Little barrel roll. I guess I went a little too far forward north on the takeoff spot from Bullfrog Basin, DDA. Should be getting up to the right spot here momentarily, though. I think I took off too far north. I was trying to take off right at the Glen Canyon Dam so I could show you the Grand Canyon, but we're north of it a little bit, so it's kind of fun to fly, though, so we'll get there momentarily. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Today's in-flight beverage is coffee. I know, right, Mark? We go from the beautiful city of Toronto out into the rural Grand Canyon view. Isn't this incredible? I may be way too far up here. May have to start doing a little bit better pre-flight stuff before I log in so that when we log in on stream, we actually know where the heck we're going. If it's not around this next ridge, I will reboot. That way we can get a little closer down there. Although this is doggone gorgeous, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, I made you a custom sticker. Oh, dude, are you serious? I can't wait to see it. Let's go. You're amazing. Yeah, you'll have to send it to me in Messenger. I'll have to check it out. I can't wait to see it. That's awesome. Oh, this is gorgeous out through here, though. This is why being a general aviation pilot, PM me after the stream. I definitely will.
500.
This is what being a general aviation pilot is all about. Just getting in here and just seeing this landscape. Oh my goodness, could you imagine? Hey Jose, how's it going? Thank you so much for liking the stream today. We were up in Red Rock a little bit ago, and now we are flying the Grand Canyon. We did the Grand Canyon the other day, but my friend DDA didn't get to see it, so we're back. It's just such a great area. I need to do this in the Eurofighter Typhoon. Can you imagine coming down here at like 700 miles an hour upside down? That would be incredible. Hey, what's up from Sri Lanka? How's it going? Pawantha, I appreciate you being here. Welcome to the coffee house, sir. Everybody lift your cups. Let's take a sip. Wow, I'm getting really low. Welcome. We're just flying down the Grand Canyon today. Hope you're having a great Monday. Doing a little inverted flight as we check out the scenery. Supposed to be coming up on the Glen Canyon Dam here, hopefully, and we'll get to see the rest of the Grand Canyon as we venture south here. What do you think, DDA? How you liking the Grand Canyon so far? We're gonna get down into the real main part of it here shortly, but so far looking pretty amazing, right? Yeah, wait till we get down here to Glen Canyon Dam and we drop down into the really deep parts of the canyon. It's incredible. Hey, what's going on, Chad? Are you running on ultra settings or high? I am on ultra settings. I'm running a Ryzen 9, or a Ryzen 7, I'm sorry, 3700X 8-core processor. I've got a AMD 5700 XT graphics card and about 16 gigs of DDR4 3000 clock speed, I believe, RAM. So yeah, I run this, and also Forza Horizons 4 I run on 4K Ultra, and the computer seems to do a pretty good job with it. It was a sloppy 4-point roll in the Pistol Virus 17121. So we're just flying down the river here, getting to Glen Canyon Dam. Hopefully we will get there momentarily. I didn't realize this was as long as it was. I'm starting to think that I flew to the wrong place. There was a little airport, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and reboot this, guys. We're going to be a long time getting to the canyon.
500.
There it is, guys. We'll wing over. Look at the ripples in the water. I cannot get over that. That looks so
500.
incredible. Well done, bro. I try. Thank you so much. Let's see how close we can get to the water here before we reset and go down to the Glen Canyon Dam. Do our Kirby Shambliss Red Bull air racing here. Look at that. We got our wingtip a foot off the water right there. You can see the shadow. There it is. Look at that, guys. We're like inches above the water right now. This is so much fun. There it is. If you ever wondered what it looked like to fly inches above the water inverted, there it is, guys. That's what I'm saying. I totally need to get the Eurojet fighter out. Let's go down to the Glen Canyon Dam Airport and take off from there. That way you guys can actually see the Grand Canyon. All right, world map. Glen Canyon. I thought I had typed that. There we go. Glen Canyon Dam. Yeah, I wasn't even nowhere near that. Set as departure and fly. Here we go, guys. Let's take off and actually see the deep cut-in cavern part of the Grand Canyon. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you guys haven't followed, or hit exclamation notify. If you do an exclamation point and a notify, that will let you know when we go live. We stream Microsoft Flight Simulator 5 days per week. We do a lunchtime stream like we're doing right now, and then we also come back in the evenings and do another evening stream. Our evening stream is usually a little bit longer. I usually do an hour or so on my lunch break here. Let's get into the daytime. There we go. A little bit bumpy up here today, guys. Hey, Chad Piccolo is following. Thank you so much, Chad. Welcome to the coffee house. Let's get outside here. Let's close our weather. And now we should be able to see. There we go. That's what we were looking for. All right, let's fly. Bye, Captain. I like the game. Oh, Bawantha, thanks so much. Thanks for hanging out with us from Sri Lanka, and I hope to see you again soon. We're going to cut right down here over Glen Canyon Dam and go right down into the Grand Canyon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's drop a notch of flaps, even though we're way... Oh, no, we got to get into our white arc first, or we'll rip the wings off the airplane. All right, so here is the bridge going across, and then we're going to drop right down in here, DDA. Alright, so here we are. We are flying in the cavern right down the Grand Canyon. You can't go under the bridge. I tried. It sees it as a full object, and when you fly under, it crashes you. Sadly. I was kind of bummed out about that the other day. I really wanted to fly under it, and it wrecked me. You and I think alike, DDA. That was the first thing I thought of, too. And then I got sent back to lobby. Look at this. Can you imagine flying a paramotor down through here? Wouldn't that be incredible? Look at this. Amazing. Isn't this great, Mark? Look at this. You make me want to upgrade my GPU now, right? I know, seriously. Yeah, the 5700 XT does a really nice job. Although I've heard that the NVIDIA RTX series cards, like the 3000, 3070s, 3080s, and 3090s, are pretty amazing. But the problem with those cards right now is you cannot get a hold of them anywhere. In fact, graphics cards in general, even a replacement 5700 XT, which is last year's model of the AMD Radeon card, is over $1,000 right now from scalpers. Because there's just, everybody bought stuff up because of COVID. Yeah, the new AMD 6900 XT got released in November, and I guess it's out of control amazing. But, again, can't get a hold of one, and the ones that you can find are a couple, like, I know the 6900 XT, when I first looked at it, was like $2,200. I have the RTX 2060, and right now can't find them anywhere. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I get worried some days being a streamer because I stream 5 days a week, and, you know, if something happens to my graphics card, I know I push these things kind of hard doing these games on Ultra, and if my graphics card goes bad, like, I'll be out. I won't be able to stream because what the heck are we going to do then? My daughter has the 2070 Super in her computer. And fortunately, my wife has the same computer as me. She's got a Ryzen 7 with a 5700 XT, so if I had to, you know, at least I would be able to stream on one of their computers for a temporary fix. But, yeah, it's kind of scary. The other scary thing, too, is that you can go buy a computer for $1,500 and just scalp the graphics card out of it and then have an entire case, processor, power supply, and all that stuff extra. So it almost, at this point, makes more sense to buy a pre-built computer that has the graphics card that you want in it, and then have all the extra parts to either sell or, you know, keep as backups. My friend got really lucky. He found a pre-built Ryzen 7 with a 3080, I think he got. And then he did the upgrade to the processor, and he put the Ryzen 9 3950 or 3900X chip in it. And he really enjoys that. He runs this game also and never has a problem at all. Yeah, like the graphics when you get down low are so incredible. The water reflections and just everything is amazing. I just bought the pre-build of the HP Omen, so I can just run the flights. I know, right? I usually build my own computers, and I actually bought these three. I got one for me, one for my wife, and one for my daughter. and they were all pre-built from that I got from Best Buy from their Cyber Powers, and I gotta be honest, I was so blown away. I only paid just under $1,100 US for this computer with a 8-core Ryzen 7 and a 5700 XT in it. You can't even build a computer that cheap. I priced it out to build, and it was like $1,800 or $1,900 for the same stuff. Well, there you go, DDA. We have successfully flown out of the main part of the Grand Canyon. What do you think? Oh no, guys, we've lost our engine. Whatever shall we do? Well, I'll tell you what we should do. We should circle back and make a nice landing approach right on that street back there, guys. Ken Kirshner has liked the stream. What's going on, Ken? Hope you're having a great Monday. We did the Red Rocks Amphitheatre tour a little bit ago, Ken. It was pretty amazing. All right, we are in the white arc. Let's drop our notch of flaps and see if we can do an emergency landing right here on this street. I think we can, guys. I think we got this one made. Thankfully, we didn't lose our engine until after we were out of the canyon. As we wreck into the trees, but at least we got our airplane down and we didn't suffer too much damage. Alright, let's do something silly just for fun before we end stream today. We're gonna fly out of my very own Cleveland runway at KBKL, which is the Burke Lakefront Airport in Cleveland, which is right next to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and this is the home of the Cleveland National Air Show. I'm going to take off on runway 6 as a departure. And we're going to get the Pitts S2S biplane and go have a little fun before we end our lunchtime live. Let's set weather conditions to morning over Cleveland. We'll go right at sunrise here, about 7:10. All right, let's go ahead and take off, shall we? Yeah, I actually got a copyright strike on my YouTube account the other day for this game. I was kind of bummed. Alright, it is 7:10 in the morning. It's a little less dark, or a little less bright outside than I had expected, so we're going to go ahead and bring the time up just a little bit. There we go. Get us a little bit more light over the Cleveland city. And we're just going to go play around. Look at this beautiful Pitts, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Get another couple minutes of light on the subject. There we go. That's doggone beautiful, guys. Let's do that. Let's go about 7:45 here. We are about to take off in a beautiful Pitts S2 and just do some silly stuff. And when you kick the torque into this airplane, man, you gotta stomp on the right rudder. Because it is silly. I couldn't imagine flying one of these things in real life. Trim this thing out for some level flight here. Yeah, these are one of the squirreliest airplanes on takeoff from what I've heard. And we crashed because I'm too busy trying to get a cinematic shot. Oh, feels bad. Let's do it again. If you're just coming in and you're new here, welcome to the Coffee House, ladies and gentlemen. We are just wrapping up our stream for this afternoon, but we will be back this evening. We did some point of interest stuff today out over the Red Rocks Amphitheatre in Denver, Colorado. And then we are now just doing some silly stuff in a Pits S2 as we wrap up, just because we've got to. Oh, thanks so much, Tony. I'm going to be doing a little bit more with this, too, because my flight yoke is coming in soon, and I'm going to build an entire cockpit rig, hopefully. All right, let me get a little tail wag here as we get off into the air. Oh, my goodness. Look at Lake Erie, guys. So cool. Go ahead and trim this plane out a little bit for some level flight. That nose way too high in the air. Look at the sun down the side of that airplane, ladies and gentlemen. That is a thing of beauty.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo. You are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Isn't that amazing? Love this airplane. I wanted to build a radio-controlled one of these a long time ago. Just never got around to doing it.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo. Acknowledge last transmission. Coffee House, November 42257 Echo. Please acknowledge.
There we go, home of the Cleveland Air Show, ladies and gentlemen, right under us, Burke Lakefront Airport. I've watched the Thunderbirds, I've watched the Blue Angels, all fly right down these runways right here, guys. City of Cleveland right off there in the distance.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo. Did you copy?
Yeah, we copied. We're just not listening to you right now. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo ATC services terminated.
Alright, let's go buzz the Key Bank building. I am building a 1:2 scale Christian Eagle. Looks a lot like this airplane, but a bit more square. I love the Christian Eagle. That's a great airplane. In fact, when I was doing my flight training, we actually had a guy land one at the airport one day to fuel up, and it was so cool to see. This is the Key Bank building in downtown Cleveland. We got Tower City Center right there behind us. That lights up at nighttime in different colors, and it's pretty cool. Look at this game, guys. I'm so blown away by this. I've been playing this for a week now, and I'm still blown away by how this looks. Flying right down the coast of Lake Erie in good old Cleveland, Ohio. Never seen a full scale in real life. Oh, dude, it was so cool. It's the only time I've ever seen one. Engine 1 is out. Engine 2 is out. Goose, we're in a flat spin. Nice recovery. Well, let's see if we can land a Pitts, shall we? It's probably pretty tricky, I'm not gonna lie, but let's go ahead and give it a whirl. We're going to come right in over Cleveland Browns Stadium over here. Kind of cool, right? Going to keep our airspeed right about 80 knots because I don't know what the stall speed is on the Pitts. I guess we could probably do a stall and find out. Let's go ahead and turn this thing in for final here. Do a zoomed back view so we can see what we're doing. Add a little bit of power since we're doing a long final. Visibility out of this airplane is really, really difficult to see. Tail draggers are bad enough as it is, but this thing is something else. We're going to go ahead and slip down a little bit here just to bleed off some speed. Bleed off a little bit of this altitude as we come in on a final. Got ourselves right about 80 knots. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right there to our right-hand side. Okay, we've got the runway made. Just flare this thing back a little bit here and get ready to get on the brakes. Grease a landing. Look at that, right laying there like a kitten. That thing just settles right in there real nice. Dang, we put that right down over the numbers, guys. Look at that. Why not? Let's go buzz around Cleveland a little bit more. It's called Dead Man's Curve right up here on this highway. They're right underneath of that bridge there. It takes a really, really aggressive turn. Cleveland Browns Stadium. They call it Dead Man's Curve. In case you wanted to know, if you're ever in the Cleveland area. Look at that, Tower City Center. Cleveland is called the City of Bridges. Where does the Cleveland Indians play? I will show you. We're actually right there. So it used to be called Jacobs Field. It's right here on the corner, just in front of my nose cone. Right underneath of, right, so the Q, which is the right on the silver nose cone of my airplane, is where the Cavaliers play, and then there's the baseball field. It used to be called Jacobs Field years ago, and now it's called Progressive Field, I believe. I don't follow sports a whole lot, but right there it is, home of the Indians. And then right at my nose cone, just past there, is the Q. Gund Arena, it was called years ago. Now it's called the Q. And that is for the home of the Cavaliers. Hey, what's up, Jeremiah Thompson? How's it going today? We're flying around Gund Arena, the Q, and the Cleveland Indians Stadium right now. I actually flew a drone. I was the first person to ever fly a drone, no lie, inside of the Cleveland Indians baseball stadium. I have pictures to prove it. Buzz LeBron James here, and well, he's not here anymore, but right off of third base is where I stood. Wow, I can't believe how good the Indians sign is. It's even got the Key Bank stuff on there and everything. That's crazy. Here, we'll go circle the Brown Stadium too, since we're up here. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is right over here. Right at the end of Burke Lakefront. I've actually landed in the Cirrus with my friend Mike at Burke Lakefront Airport right here. And it's super cool. There's the Key Bank, which is the tallest building in Cleveland. The Key Center Marriott. And then here's the Rock Hall. Right at the end of 9th Street Pier. It's this pyramid-looking building. Right off my left wingtip right there is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Pretty neat place to go if you're ever in Cleveland. Check that out. It's a really interesting looking building in real life. And then, of course, here's Cleveland Browns Stadium. Up above so we can look down in a little bit here. First Energy Stadium. Look at that. I was kind of bummed out. I flew down to Akron where the old Goodyear blimp hangar used to be, and it wasn't there. It was just like a flat building. I've actually shot weddings for people inside of this key bank building right here. And if you look down as we fly over, there's a statue right here in the middle, right between my wings. You'll see it right there. And I actually have, that construction zone is the new hotel that just got built, but right there's the statue right under me. Right smack in the middle of Key Center. Pretty cool little place. Let's see if we can catch Route 77 south down here. Buzz some people in the airplane while we're flying down the highway. This is definitely a lot touchier aircraft than the Cap or the Extra 330, I will say that. That is a steel plant right there, and the flames shoot up out of them big, those big stacks at nighttime. It's pretty cool to see. If we fly south on this highway far enough to Canton, Ohio, there is the Football Hall of Fame. It's kind of a neat location to check out as well. At 180 knots, we might be there pretty quick. Smaller than the Extra and has double ailerons. Hey, what's up, John Zoldak? We flew around Red Rock Amphitheatre a little while ago. We did another retake through the Grand Canyon for DDA over in the Netherlands. And now we just did a tour of Cleveland, and I'm flying a Pitts upside down Route 77 south. We're going to see how long it takes us to get to the Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. In a Pitts going almost 180 knots. There's 480 coming underneath of 77 right here. This is the drive at 5, ladies and gentlemen, even though it's not 5. My buddy Steelhead the other day got in the Eurofighter Typhoon and flew from Cleveland down to Akron in less than 2 minutes. Kind of crazy. Oh, look how far Cleveland is behind us already. At 200 knots, we're getting down the road. I even got a hot air balloon. You got a hot, finally with Ben's help, I got new skins and a few planes added, and even got a hot air balloon. Nice! That's awful fun. I haven't messed with any of that stuff yet. Plugins scare me a little bit. Can you imagine what the people on the highway would say? Let's go. I love how the traffic, when you get down really low, just like zigzags across the road and like it's all silly. How's the hot air balloon fly, John? Does that fly kind of weird, or is it fun? I haven't tried it yet. I will try it tonight. Nice. I want to make sure to be there for that. You'll have to let me know. I mean, we're committed now, guys. We might as well go see if we can find the Football Hall of Fame. We ought to be seeing Akron, Ohio any minute. Working on my I Follow Roads instrument rating today, gentlemen. Hey, what's up, Coda Kimbro? Thanks for liking my stream. I just now saw that register on Streamlabs. Glad you're here. Hope you're having a good day today. Alright, we have got to be coming up soon. The city of Akron somewhere. There's Wadsworth over there. Just joining us, welcome to the coffee house. Just doing a little end of stream shenanigans, trying to find the Football Hall of Fame. Nice, I'm having a blast. This is just so much fun. Just flying around inverted in a pits above the highway is not a bad way to spend the afternoon. Flying radio control for 30 years didn't hurt me in the matter. RC life is amazing. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to get back into that. Alright, let's climb like an angel here and see if we can find where we are. Alright, so we're west of KCAK, so we actually flew down Route 21. So KCAK is this way. We're going to fly east for a minute. Must have got off on the 21 bypass. Which I kind of figured because I wasn't recognizing the landmarks over there. So KCAK is right over there, which means the Pro Football Hall of Fame down 77 is right over here. This direction, probably down about where that lake is. So fly on over here. See if we can't pick up 77 and find ourselves the Football Hall of Fame. Hey, Quan Silva, thank you so much for liking the stream. Welcome to the coffee house. We're just doing a little bit of shenanigans right now, not doing anything too serious. I'm looking for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Cheers to you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. All right, so we're flying over the Akron-Canton Regional Airport. We're going to see if we can't catch the highway straight down from there. The Akron-Canton Airport is just north of the Pro Football Hall of Fame for the NFL. My hat switch is a little bit wonky, So sometimes it comes out like that right there. Sometimes it comes out of the... Oh, we're stalling her. Pit's tip stall's really easy, I'm noticing. Alright, let's buzz the tower. Tower, this is Ghost Rider 117 requesting permission for flyby. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Goose, it's time to buzz the tower. Alright, so here is Route 77 South, and this is just north of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So let's get out there and see if we can find this, shall we? We should see the red Hall of Fame bridge before we get to the Hall of Fame. That'll give us a little bit of a marker. Right there it is. There's the red bridge for the Hall of Fame. It's the Hall of Fame bridge. Now, let's... So we ought to be coming up on the Hall of Fame then, coming down around this corner here, if I remember right. Slow this guy down here. We ought to see it up here any second. Maybe. I wonder if it's not a POI on here. That would be a bummer. Oh, wait, here it is. There we go. This is the Pro Football Hall of Fame, right off of my right wingtip, right there. Which is really weird, because that doesn't look anything like it, and there's a stadium where those buildings are. So that's kind of a bummer. That's not even close to what it should be. Like Hall of Fame Field. Okay, so that should be the football field right here, where these weird looking buildings are, and that rounded looking thing right under there is the actual Hall of Fame building. And so I would be circling what would be the stadium right here. So that's really weird. They must have taken pictures of this before it was finished being built, because the new stadium was being built only a couple years ago. So, wow, that's kind of a disappointment. Well, that's kind of a bummer, guys. I'm surprised that the Football Hall of Fame isn't accurate. I'm really, really shocked at that. All that flying for that. I know, that's kind of a bummer. But they were doing a lot of construction work down at the Hall of Fame a while ago. So right there at my nose cone is the stadium. And that's definitely not what it looks like. But like I said, this is based off of maps that could have been taken, you know, a while ago. And so they didn't have the thing built, so they didn't know how to render it in the game. Because like these fields right there are all for McKinley High School, and those fields are all there in real life. But the fact that the Hall of Fame building looks like that, that's kind of a bummer. Alright, wow. Well, let's fly back up to CAK and shoot a landing. We got the runway right in front of us. You can see those flashing lights above my wings. It's kind of a disappointment, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Which I gotta fly back around and check one more thing. Hey, Surreal, thank you so much for 30 stars. Let's do a barrel roll for this guy as we run out of fuel and land on the highway. Here we go, guys. We're going to stall this bird right in for a landing. I'm going to do it again because I'm going to do some more barrel rolls for you, Surreal. Thanks so much. Can you control from the outside? Yes, you can control from inside or outside the aircraft. And we're going to take off again. I ran out of gas. Restart. Dang. That felt bad. Thank you so much for the 30 stars, Surreal. I appreciate it. You're amazing. I'm going to do more than a barrel roll for you here. Let's do something totally cool. Watch this. Let's go back to the main menu. I'm going to get a different airplane to do barrel rolls in. Hey, Avahal Subai. Oh, yeah, that was your can you control from outside. Yeah, I'll show you the different types of control. Watch this. We're going to get a better airplane. The Pitts is nice, but it's really squirrely. So let's go to the extra 330LT. We're going to take off from KBKL in Cleveland, Ohio at the home of the Cleveland National Air Show. We're going to take off on runway 24 right. And we're going to set flight conditions to daytime so you guys can see. Alright, here we go, guys. We're going to do some barrel rolls. We'll type on the keyboard to control from the outside. I will show you. Oh, on the keyboard? I actually don't know. I'll have to look that up in the keys after we end this next flight. I use a Logitech joystick, and on my Logitech joystick, it's this button right there to get to the outside view. But when we go back to main menu, I'll go find out what it is for you on the keyboard. That way you know how to switch. All right, we're going to do some barrel rolls for Surreal for the 30 stars. Let's go. Thanks so much for the 30 stars. I appreciate that. If you're new here to the Coffee House, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the notify exclamation point and the word notify, and that will that will notify you when we go live. And I stream 5 days a week, 2 times per day. Alright guys, let's get this extra 330 out here and do some barrel rolls, shall we? And some inverted flight. This is the home of the Cleveland National Air Show. I've actually gone here personally and saw the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels fly. Together, tell me and I will come. Oh, that would be great. If you want to add me on here, you totally can. I'm getting ready to end stream because I've already been streaming for 2.5 hours, so I got to go make some food. So this was going to be my last flight. So here's an inverted barrel roll. How's that? There's some barrel roll action for 30 stars. Here's some more regular barrel rolls. Let's get some airspeed up and we'll fly inverted down the runway. How's that? In fact, we'll go right down Route 90 right there, inverted. Cleveland Browns football stadium right here. Look at that. We'll do a little air show for the Cleveland Browns.
November 42257 Echo, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change en route.
Get ourselves trimmed for level flight here. Those are snap rolls. Yeah, well, there's not much rudder in this thing. I wish there was enough rudder in here to do actual. So like a barrel roll would be more like this, but there's not very much rudder. Like, see, I'm full rudder deflection on this plane, so to do an actual barrel roll, you don't have enough rudder in there. Hey, thanks so much for 50 more stars, Soriel. You're awesome. Here, let's do another. Let's buzz the runway inverted here, shall we? Let's go right between these buildings here, just like the Cleveland National Air Show guys. We're going to fly right past Tower City, go right through the Key Bank building at Marriott Center, right there. And we're going to fly right down the runway inverted. There's the Cleveland Browns Stadium, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right there off my wing. Let's get this guy down the runway inverted for an air show, guys. The Red Bull Air Race pilots right here.
Coffee House, November 42257 Echo. Did you hear my last transmission?
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Little inverted flight. And a crash. Oh no! Oh, we saved it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. I stalled it out there a little bit. Nice slow barrel roll. How's that? Look at that. I got ATC yelling at me. Here, let's fly out over Lake Erie and see how close to the water we can get. And then we'll come up the highway after we practice over the water. Here we go. And then we'll go out to the main menu and find out what the type for you to be able to fly outside the cockpit. Alright, here we go. Let's get down on the water real close. Just working right down in there. Look at that, guys. We are about dragging the rudder through the water. Oh, and we hit. There it is. Lower. Lower. We did, and we crashed. Alright, let's go back to the main menu and see what to type for Avahai. Let's see if we can figure that out for you real quick. And then I am going to have to go and work and make some food. Alright, so we're going to go to options. We're going to go to general. And we're going to go to... let's see. Where is it? Go back. Accessibility, miscellaneous. Where's the options for controls? There it is. So for the Logitech... we're looking for button number 11 and 12. Cockpit external view mode is under the camera mode switches. So on keyboard, camera. Okay, there we go. camera mode switches. Cockpit external view is the end key, which is over by page down, page up, and right above the arrow keys. So let's go see if that works. We'll just go to the flight training lesson here. Thanks so much for the stars. I appreciate it, Sorreal. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Hopefully you like those barrel rolls. My plane is thirsty, Parker. Sorry, I didn't see my YouTube chats over here. They were not coming up. No, you did not miss Chernobyl. And, yeah, I don't know why my multi-stream chat is not coming up in there. I apologize, guys over on YouTube. I will message you later if you don't see this. My plane is definitely thirsty. If you're still watching, Parker, I don't know why that thing ran out of gas on there. All right, let's go to the solo flight lesson here. I know the Dutch Red Bull Air Race pilot actually, and my boss has now... I ended up hopping over to Twitch. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why my YouTube wasn't populating in there, but yeah, that thing's definitely thirsty, and Chernobyl is tonight. So we will be doing the Chernobyl flight later this evening. So make sure you tune in for that. I will have YouTube up. I don't know why that didn't populate. I just refreshed it, and then I saw your comment.
It's time. Your first solo flight. I'll be watching from the ground in radio contact if you need.
All right, so let's hit the
Unless
end
something
key.
tells
Yep,
me
there it
what.
is. So on the
Your goal is to
keyboard,
complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own. Remember what we covered in our previous session?
right in
You'll be
front
just
of,
fine.
like, here's enter, and here's the arrow
See you on the
keys,
other
and
side.
right here, this end key is what does the cockpit switch on a keyboard. So there you go. Hopefully that helped you out. We're all about getting results here at the coffee house, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys. Well, I will go ahead and end stream this time around. I am 2.5 hours in, so we had a nice stream. We got to see Red Rock, and we got to see a couple other really cool things. So, yeah. Oh, hey, no problem, Avahai. Like I said, guys, if you're new here, I stream 5 days a week, twice a day. So that's 10 streams a week. And if you guys would do me the honor of hitting the follow and the subscribes and likes over on Twitch and YouTube, that would be amazing. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. So I will see you guys later this evening. I'm going to go back live again at about 7:30 or 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tonight. So if you hit that exclamation notify, you'll know when we come up live. It was good hanging out with all of you guys today. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys later this evening. Peace out, guys.